Hey guys, it's your girl Kiara, and I am welcoming you to Key's Corner. I know I've been talking about this for quite some time. For those of you that have been following me, and those of you that have been, on my journey with me, this is something that I wanted to open up the floor for. Is just open discussions, speaking about pretty much anything in life, spirituality, love, health, anything you guys could possibly think of that you might want to openly discuss. I am so here for that. I don't know everything, but going off of how I feel and what I know to be real. So, welcome. Thank y'all for tuning in. To start off, I just wanted to talk about transitioning from one place to another, transitioning spiritually, transitioning from one phase of life to another. We all know what that is, and how that goes. So for a while, I've been transitioning. I would say just in the transitioning phase for about maybe 2 or 3 years now. And there's no time period on transitioning, but you do have to eventually ground yourself. You do have to find a place to where you are not necessarily comfortable, but you're content with where you are so that you can build. For myself, initially it started a little bit after I lost my parents. I started to kind of just wonder, and just kind of figure myself out. I had to take some time to myself to really understand myself, understand what I wanted for myself, and definitely understand where I wanted to go. So that was one thing for me, was to definitely sit down, write out my goals, figure out what I really, really want, because nobody else is going to give that to me but me. So it took me some time to really sit down and think about some things. I can't really just look at the camera like that, but it took me some time to really sit down and think about some things. I went from place to place, home to home. I've been, everywhere but nowhere at the same time, if that makes sense. The journey has been challenging. It has built a lot of character for myself. It has helped me understand a lot of different things within myself, and what I want and what I want to allow for myself. Also, taking that major loss for myself definitely put me in a different mind frame of love, of dealing with people, of cherishing people, and learning how to let go. That's definitely what that has taught me, is learning how to let go. People are here today and gone tomorrow, and we just have to cherish them with every time that we have with them, and that's pretty much all that we can do. So overall, the growth, the challenges, the time in between, that builds character, but at the same time, it definitely gets you to understand who you are. So with that being said, I'm going to open up the floor so that you guys can see what I've been doing on my journey, on my spiritual journey, just to connect with myself and to connect with God. Definitely took some time for me to really, really put myself back together. But with the help of God, my angels, my ancestors, those that have been there with me that I really didn't even know was there, are there, and they will always be there. So with that, I have a few messages that I want to read to you guys that has definitely put some perspective into my life. So I'm going to start off with a postcard from Spirit. This is what it looks like, okay? This card says, on Earth, humans learn a lot about life, telling stories, creating new ones based on shared experiences. Eventually, after repeating one often enough, it becomes your main story that you use to define yourself in the world. So to get the answers you seek, you must get vulnerable and hear your story when you tell it. Ask, why do you tell it? Is it really true? What else can be true? Can you see the truth that Spirit is in all things? Do you see how other stories overlap and intertwine? Spirit loves stories, for they are like blueprints for co-creation. So tell the one we know to be true about you, a story of courage, gratitude, and honesty. Tell an empowered story about well-being, wisdom, and grace. You will experience your world according to the story you tell about it, so make sure they're stories you're proud of. Genuine Loving Fan Club. And that message for me was definitely, we all have our own life stories. We all have our own experiences. People lie, people fib, or they just tend to cover up things that they don't want people to know. But the truth will definitely always set you free. So as long as you're honest in your story and, there's no lies poking through there, I feel like there's definitely room for growth. And, just being honest in who you are, being honest in what you stand for, definitely makes you who you are. So that's one card. And these cards that I'm pulling, this is what works for me. This is just something that I use as a tool for me to connect with spirit, to connect with God, to connect with myself. And they definitely help keep me on track. I was actually feeling a little down this morning. Why? I think it was just because of the rain. I don't know. I'm a Pisces, so I tend to feel a lot of different shit. But, after some self-care, taking some time to myself, I definitely feel a lot better. So this is definitely what has helped me. The next card I want to read to you guys is from my Lightworkers Oracle deck. And these cards are definitely for those of you that are in touch with your spirit guides, your angels, and just want to know more in depth about the spiritual world or what's going on with you. So for the cards that I pulled today, I pulled about 6 of them, but I'm only going to read to you probably just one. The card that I'm going to read is Earth Healing. So as you all know, we are going through the COVID-19 bullshit, I'm gonna just say. But overall, the earth is healing, okay? From my perspective, I believe that it's a form of cleansing. It's a form of for us to get back to ourselves, for the earth to get back to herself. And this earth healing has been going on since January? And before then, I definitely felt a nudge in my spirit that said something was going to shake like this. Something was going to shake where we was going to have to sit down and be still so we can understand what we are here to do. And maybe everybody don't think on that level, but the whole world shut down. Couldn't do shit. So within those first, 3-4 months, we had no choice but to sit down and connect with ourselves. We had no choice but to sit down and be still, even if it drove us crazy. But the fact that it's driving us crazy lets us know that we have internal work to do. And with that, it's all a part of healing. We have internal work just like the earth has to heal itself as well. So what's going on the outside is definitely what's going on the inside. We have to take a time to sit down just like the earth has to take a time to sit down. So with that, I'm going to read this card to you guys. You are making a real contribution to the planet through your spiritual journey. Remember and believe that your needs will be generously met by the earth and the universe. What you are doing matters and you will be supported. The earth recognizes you. She sees you as a conduit through which she is fed higher frequencies of light, love, and divine presence. This assists on her journey of her own evolution. Earth is an exceptionally beautiful and powerful divine being in her own right. Yet she, like every other being, benefits from the assistance of higher frequencies, which offer a loving hand to help raise her vibration and continue her evolution. You are here to have your spiritual life journey in a human body. Part of that process will involve sharing your light with the earth itself. This may see you take on the role of a healer, guide, mentor, teachers to others on the path. It may see you doing the work with the natural world with various earth-centered causes such as conservation, animal welfare, organic and biodynamic farming, and ethical food production. It may involve an active prayer life that is ongoing through your day, praying for assistance, compassion, clearing, and blessing when you see an accident on the road, an animal or person who seems to be suffering, or an item on the news that you know needs light and healing. For the most obvious gestures to the more subtle, the oracle tells you that you are powerful enough to make a meaningful contribution to the quality of consciousness upon the earth. Earth asks you to do your work with quiet confidence and dedication. She gives thanks for all you have done and acknowledges her love for you. She will support you in your work by providing material means for you while you are here on this planet. These include financial support, housing, food, and human and animal relationships. She will also provide guidance for you, progress opportunities to grow and expand your field of influence, education, training opportunities, the means to take the advantage of them, and the chance to apply what you have learned in the real world context. The more you devote yourself to your task of earth healing, the more the earth will support you in fulfilling your inspired goals. If you have been wondering if the spiritual work you are doing is making a contribution, take this oracle as validation that it is. What you are doing matters. Yes, you are going to expand and grow in the work you are doing and the impact that you have on the world, because you are capable of that. But you are already helping in ways that you may not realize. The earth and the spiritual worlds do. You have loved the earth enough to take human form and do your work here. She knows it, and she will reward you richly for it. Keep working, shining, and growing, dear one. Your presence here is so needed and honored. So with that, as I said before, we all have our own journey. We all have our own spiritual journey, but everything we do is I'm going to say divine guidance. No matter what, good or bad, however you look at it, there's really no wrong or right way. What we are doing, what we do on the daily basis, from when we wake up out of bed to brushing our teeth to putting on socks, everything is divine timing. Like literally everything. I can't even put that into words. And it's to the point to where I see things now in my life that I've called in, I've spoke and manifested it, and I've seen it with my own eyes. And there's things that has happened to me or that has come into fruition that I wasn't even aware of. You know what I'm saying? You have to really step back, take a look at your reality to see that whatever work you're doing on the inside will definitely manifest itself. That's if you step out of yourself to see your work. So with that, just how I've just started seeing my manifestations come into fruition. It's like unbelievable, y'all. Just everything is just kind of focus on yourself, focus on yourself, and then you'll really realize what kind of power you actually have. Like, we all got that shit. We all got the shit. If I got it, he got it, you got it. We all got it. So, yes. And lastly, got one more card for you guys, and I'm gonna be done with all this reading, so I'm gonna just talk to y'all for a little bit. But I have a crystal deck for those of you that know about crystals, crystal healing, crystal therapy. I tend to pull from this deck probably once every other day just to see what card I get. And today I pulled the Bumblebee Jasper. So I also just purchased some new waist beads and anklets, and they have a bumblebee on them. So like I said, with that, confirmation. I got a bumblebee on my ankle and I pulled the bumblebee card. That's just what it is. So this card represents trust. The bumblebee jaspers starlight colors instills a new vibration. The stone stimulates new projects, bringing you a message that you must have honesty in your life. As we were talking about honesty in telling your story, honesty in who you are. It goes back to that. So self-understanding. You are a divine being with immense inner riches, holding the bright, energizing light of the sun. You were born to carry out a specific task. Charismatic, you naturally attract people. You have inner strength and courageously go where others do not dare. Harvest your resources and put them to work to heal disease. The divination aspect of it is a moment of fertilization. You are being open to new possibilities. Remember that the bee is not aerodynamically designed to fly, but it does. Cut through doubt and uncertainty, relax and focus. Clear sight is needed. Visualize your future. Love and good fortune rush towards you. Grasp opportunities. Be a leader, but avoid arrogance. Trust the universe. You overcome obstacles. Someone new lights up your life. The healing insight is basically the food allergies, discomfort in the experience that you have when it comes to different allergies and stuff. But the frequency is earth. The chakra that this represents is the sacral and solar plexus. If you guys do not know what chakras are, you can definitely go to Google and look up chakras, and it'll give you everything that you need to know about the chakras. The timing, as far as earth timing, is Leo, Virgo, and Sagittarius. And the soul path is to triumph over the impossible. So that basically tells you that you can do anything, you know. Just have faith in yourself, have faith in, you know, whoever it is that you serve. But overall, you know, just believing in yourself and having enough courage to stand in your truth, stand in your light, stand in your power, and don't let nobody move you out of that. It can be kind of intimidating at times when people try to talk against the things that you stand for. But if you really believe in something, stand strongly in that, because that represents who you are. And for myself, I'm on my journey, and that's all I can say. It's been very refreshing to find myself connected to something other than materialistic things. I'm now at a point to where I love connecting with myself. I love figuring out why I feel the way that I do about things, or you know, just really trying to understand myself. It's definitely a growing experience. My attitude towards myself has changed. My attitude towards others have changed. And I just see things in a different light now. And, you know, hopefully I can help enlighten other people. That is a goal of mine, is to help bring others on this journey to enlightenment, so that we can all, you know, just grow, use our experiences to help other people. But this is something that I'm going to continue to do. I do want you guys to tune in. I do want you guys to bring in open discussion topics, or let's speak about whatever it is that you guys want to speak about. And if I don't have the information, better believe I'm going to go hunt for it, because I just like to discuss things, you know, connect with people and see how people are thinking, and, you know, just see if we can work together to, like I said, achieve this goal of enlightenment. And yeah, so y'all be tuned in and just look out for whatever I put out. I don't even know what I'm gonna put out, but it's there. I feel it, and it's time to move. So with that being said, this is something that y'all can expect over and over again, probably once or twice every week. I'm not exactly sure yet, but whatever God tells me, that's what I'm going with. So y'all be on the lookout. I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for supporting me, and just continue to be on my journey with me, and just watch me grow as I watch y'all grow as well. I love y'all. Peace, family.